walk right over there. I had to come through here through people's yards.
The station's changing its sources on Edge Live Channel 1.
We'll
ground shot from WJW, Cleveland, Ohio. House explosion.
They wouldn't let me through there.
Edge Live Channel 1 source is now WJW. Location Cleveland, Ohio. Was courtesy taken by WJW. And catch.
Okay. Okay. They said that Jack was going over here.
I know. That's why I called back. I thought maybe they wanted me to stay in the house.
Well, no, they want to stream it, so they want me to. They want us to go over here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what we want. Okay.
That's what I hear.
Oh, okay. What's happening?
Hey, what's up?
I got permission from the neighbor. He said go through.
No, I don't think it started yet. They walked through there?
Well, I got yelled at when I did that.
Oh, okay.
So, let me get next to George here.
I heard.
Are we going under? What are we doing, George?
Is this where they're doing the news conference?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They haven't started yet. Jessica says, thank you so much. Your help has been greatly appreciated.
This is where I started. So you can't see anything from up here, so.
But you only have a live?
Yeah, so. I mean, my car's up here now.
Oh, your car's up here? Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Okay. He's walking over. Hang on. Are you fired up, Dave?
I'm up. How's it going?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay, just come across the line.
Can we come across?
Yeah, and then when we're done, you have to go back.
Okay.
All right. You can just put that on him if you want.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Okay. We're about to start, Jeff. Okay.
So I'm going to pop a mic on you if that's okay. Here.
Everybody ready? Okay, Chief, what do we got? What's going on here?
Yeah, so we have an explosion over here on Penrose and Lynn Drive. It's a 2.5 wood frame dwelling. One patient was transported to Metro, and right now we have our units on scene with our command staff working with building and housing as far as getting a front end loader to remove all that roofing so that we can do a secondary search to make sure nobody else is in that structure.
Do you think someone else is there? I saw a woman come up to you.
We just have to do our due diligence to make sure that no one's there. At this time right now, we've got one female that was transported, but we have to go ahead and continue with that secondary search once we get the front end loaders here with building and housing.
Do you know what her condition was here on the scene?
No, I don't know her conditions, but she was transported to Metro Hospital.
Do you think other people may be in there?
There could be a possibility, but we've got some reliable information from the neighbors that stated that it was only one female there, but we want to make sure.
And she's the occupant of the home?
She is not.
She is
Were the homes vacant?
The home is actually an occupied structure. We've got utilities on scene. Dominion East Ohio Gas is shutting off that gas to make sure that there's no gas flowing into that, and also water. So the utilities are being shut down.
Is she a neighbor? What?
We don't have any information on her, who she is. Our investigators are going to go ahead and do their investigation and get that information.
What do you know right now about what caused this?
The cause, it's undetermined at this time.
Do you believe that the gas had anything to do with the explosion?
What I can tell you is it was an explosion. The structure exploded. Now, as far as how it exploded, I can't give you that information at this point.
Were neighboring structures damaged at all?
No, it was just one structure on the corner of Penrose and Lynn Drive that was damaged, a 2.5 wood frame that was completely destroyed.
Is there also a garage there?
I believe so on the backside, but that one structure and garage.
You said it was an occupied structure. Does that mean the family was not home at the time?
Well, but what I mean by occupied is when Dominion got on scene, they verified that gas, is still flowing to that home. It's still, it's a occupied structure via the utilities with gas, water, and what have you.
But we don't know who lives there or whether they were home.
Still under investigation. We've got our investigators on scene right now that are working this situation and getting all that information.
Have neighbors been, have the neighboring homes been evacuated?
No, we've got Dominion East Ohio Gas on scene right now. We've shut down that gas, and we have our units on scene with 5 gas meters, and right now we're just focusing on that structure right there. Shouldn't be an issue for the other neighbors.
Chief, do you have any information on the woman that was transported, age or anything?
Approximately 45 years old, transported to Metro.
Any, was her injuries related to burns?
I can't elaborate on that right now, but all I can tell you is she was transported to Metro.
But you don't know if she was walking by the house, whether she lived next door to the house. You don't know anything about that?
When our units got on scene, she was actually standing in the street. Fire arrived, EMS arrived, and then they transported.
So she was standing. She wasn't.
She was in the street. They transported. So she was ambulatory.
She was in the street laying there, or did she walk?
I don't know. That's all I can give you. She was actually in the front of that structure.
Chief, did she have any visible injuries?
There were some injuries, but I can't get into the specifics of it. But she was actually transported to Metro General, which is our Trauma 1 level hospital in Cleveland, Ohio.
People who are here, standing where we are now when the explosion occurred, say that it shook the ground. Can you tell us about the magnitude of the explosion?
Well, I can tell you this. This explosion actually flattened that 2.5 wood frame structure. Flattened it, so it was pretty devastating to take a 2.5 wood frame structure down.
And in this type of explosion, would you say that the roof was lifted off? Is it that kind of explosion?
Well, right now that roof is actually sitting on top of debris, and right now we're waiting for the front end loaders to get out to actually remove that roofing so that we can go ahead and continue our secondary search of that structure.
Has the gas been turned off?
Yes, it has. We have Dominion East Ohio Gas right now. They're turning the gas off from the street.
So you brought a chainsaw in there and a cutter. Is it the access to that gas line tough to get to? Talk a little bit about that.
No. The access is right out in the street. Dominion has shut it down from the street, and that won't be an issue at this point.
What are the cutters for the chainsaw getting in there?
For the wood and the debris to try and get through some of that roofing material, but in order to get that roofing off, that's when the front end loaders come in with the building and housing. Sir, you had a question?
I was going to say, a couple of years ago, I think there was a gas leak in that right at that corner. Do you think that anything like that could have had any kind of impact?
All I can tell you is it was an explosion. We don't know if it was gas. We don't know what caused that explosion. But at this time right now, all I can say is it was an explosion.
And you don't know where it's centered, in the house, the garage?
No.
Was the garage attached to the house? It looks like new construction.
Right, new construction, but those particulars I don't know at this time.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Chief, can you say and spell your first and last name for me?
Yes, first name is Angelo, last name is Calvillo, C-A-L-V-I-L-L-O.
Perfect. And position, department?
I am the Chief Division of Fire.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Chief, also, can I have to correct spell your first and last name so I make sure I get it right?
Sure.
What exactly occurred?
I like to be in the background.
Yeah, but it's okay. I can tell you things for you in a minute.
lights on. Did she just kick you out of there?
No.
Yeah, there's another line down there.
Hey, if you could, put it back up here, please.
Super annoying. You know what the plan is for me? I guess I'm going with the gym. I guess I'm trying to Kevin, or what am I doing? Sure. Because I have to run up there. They need me to live stream still, or what? Families here now. This family here. Good. What do you need from me? Because now I'm way away from where I was, where the house was. Tyler is over there with the jail. Yeah, he's with the. I don't know. I guess I don't know if you know. This is the victim. That's a city councilman. That's Kevin. Yeah, that's probably her mother or something like that. This is Kevin. Again, he's the councilman here. Yeah, well, they're 20 feet from me, so we were simultaneous. Sure. Okay, I'll go tell him. Okay, all right, thanks. Bye. I'm parking over here. Yeah.
There's a woman walking down the
Steve Arnold. He asked me to.
But the lady on the corner said she was sitting on the commode when I come up. Even the people on the roadside, you know how far it is. But now,
Okay, I don't know how.
Well, the tape is.
Well, we can't go down there because the officer told us we couldn't go. In a minute we can go over there, but to show it. Dave, you want to go back to your location where you can see? You want to go back to your location where you can see?
I'm just asking what they wanted me to do. I'm
Okay.
powered down right now.
Yeah,
I
think they want you back up.
Is that what they said?
Well, hang on one second. Hello, everyone. This is Kevin Freeman. Are we okay, Tyler?
I've got you.
Okay, this is Kevin Freeman. I'm at Primrose and Parkwood right now. This is Lynn Avenue further down. If you want to show the scene, right now we just finished talking to a neighbor here. The owner of the home just showed up on the scene. She had heard that there had been a house explosion here, and it turned out to be her home, 2.5 stories down to rubble. Now these fire engines are in the way, but so you can't really see the home, but it's nothing but a roof on top of some debris. Now she says that she owns the home, but she says that her father and his girlfriend lived there. There is one woman, 45 years old, who was taken to Metro, apparently in critical condition. The homeowner tells us that that woman is her father's girlfriend who lived there. At this point, the fire chief said he couldn't identify exactly who she was. But what we know is that this home exploded. Neighbors say it shook their homes, and they said that it was so bad that it actually shook. So at this point, the fire investigators are still on the scene. They have turned the gas off to this home. No one knows right now exactly what caused this home to explode, but no other homes, neighboring homes, were damaged, fortunately, but the one home was obliterated. So apparently this woman says her father was not home. She believes that the 45-year-old woman who was injured is her father's girlfriend. Fire investigators have not confirmed that, but we do know one woman was taken to Metro in critical condition. So again, this is the Glenville neighborhood. They've got most of the streets shut down here. Primrose and Lynn, which is almost right at East 111th. So this is the situation here now. We will be here on the scene, and we will continue to update you as this story develops. But again, one person injured that we know of. Fire investigators say they need to try to get a front end loader to remove some of that debris just to be sure, to see if anyone else is in the house. I asked the homeowner if anyone else would be there, and she said no. So that could be some good news that there may not be anyone else inside that home. But we will be out here on the scene, and we'll give you updates as they become available.
All right, so we got the press conference.
We got the press conference. We have the neighbor.
And we have the woman.
And we have